Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy night to jump on with us tonight. I'm so excited, Nicole, to have you and some of your amazing friends here. It's been so fun to watch you grow and to help so many other people in your life, and you're creating impact already. And I'm so excited to see where this goes for you and your team. So if you haven't met me yet, I am Abby Taylor. I live in the Madison area here. Today is actually my 5 years with Plexus. So I might have shed some tears today, just thinking about all the memories from the last 5 years. So if you guys catch me crying tonight, you will know why. So I am, wife to 11 years to my husband, Brian. I think I already said we live in Madison in the DeForest area. And we have 3 kids, so 7, 9, 7, and 3. And we love being outside together, taking walks, bike rides. We are about 10 minutes from like East Wash, the main drag there on the east side. So we have our gym there and our church and restaurants. And, we're pretty close to Chick-fil-A, which is always a benefit. We are a homeschooling family. That was not my plan ever. But there's just some doors that were open to us, which I'll share more with you guys later. But we're in our 2nd year now, still wrapping up my son's language arts book. So that's been fun. But I was introduced to Plexus 5 years ago today from my sister. I was an elementary music teacher at the time. I taught piano lessons on the side. My husband was managing in grounds work and maintenance for a local cemetery chain here. I know, interesting job, but it suited him well. Is we were just busy. And, I would have called us a typical American family, always on the go, not much time to really rest or really soak in the sweet moments of life because there was always something going on. I'm sure you guys can feel that, right? We would wake up early, get my kids dressed, headed out the door, usually stressed to the max, and we would go off our separate ways. And, I was the one who dropped off kids at daycare, and I would see them, waving to me out the window as I pulled away, and my heart would ache a little bit more every time. I then had to fight crazy morning traffic to get to school on time, all while trying to remain calm, cool, and collected before heading in to face over 100 students each day. So, I would have loved to call myself healthy at that time in my life. And actually, I thought I was. I ate pretty balanced, moved my body a few times a week, loved the Zumba. But I was tired, like exhausted. I had anxiety. I was snappy with my kids. I napped whenever I could. Like I always looked forward to it each day. I would wake up during the night. I was restless, had anxiety. I had no energy to play with my kids, to get on the floor. I would crash by 8 p.m. I didn't even know I had inflammation in my face and in my body, and had a wicked, wicked sugar addiction problem. Candy, chocolate, ice cream. That was me. Definitely had those afternoon crashes and just really trying to survive the day. And my husband was there with me with a lot of those things, right? I would eat ice cream. He would eat ice cream. So life was exhausting. Honestly, I felt like we were just working to pay our bills, trying hard to stay out of debt, right? Not use the credit cards, cover the ever-growing grocery bill so that we could eat well, go to bed, wake up, do it all over again. American dream, right? We lived for the weekends, which never seemed to last long enough. And I had to sneak in all our special family time then because just the weeknights were too busy. My husband often had to work weekends, hated the thought of not being able to attend his kids' sporting events or activities. He really desired to be that present dad because that was something that his dad was not able to be for him growing up. And so, we were really stuck in this crazy life cycle. And I thought this was the only option. Work for retirement, right? Work for summer vacation. Well, I am happy to report that an answer to our prayer called Plexus came into my life at just the right time. My sister, as I said, shared these products with me and this opportunity. And though I was actually really, really skeptical and said no to her a whole bunch of times, I knew that my body needed something, and it definitely did. I remember noticing small changes pretty much right away, maybe a few weeks into my journey. I noticed standing by the freezer door one night to go and grab that ice cream, and I was like, I really don't feel like eating ice cream. What is going on with me? And I knew in that moment, these products were starting to heal my body from the inside out. I noticed that I had more like consistent energy all day. I was finally sleeping through the night. I'd be rocking my kids to sleep at night. I'd put them to bed and I'd go and I would have energy till 10 or 11 p.m. And that was amazing. I noticed that my face slimmed down in the products. My belly started to slim down as that inflammation was leaving. I wasn't needing the naps. I wasn't peeling myself out of bed as much anymore. I just woke up feeling energized, craving healthier foods. I felt happier. I just felt for the first time in a really long time in control of my health. And that was so freeing. Kind of weird how when we have control, it's freeing. But, I felt like I was truly able to thrive again and be my best self for everybody in my life. And so, of course, I couldn't keep these products to myself. I was excited. I was feeling better. And the truth was, I knew so many other people out there, teachers at work, old high school friends, neighbors, they were all struggling with the same things too. They were exhausted. They were living off coffee. They had stubborn weight. They were stressed. They were anxious. They couldn't sleep either. Some of my friends even had more severe issues like autoimmune issues, thyroid problems, diabetes. And honestly, in my mind, it would have been selfish of me if I had kept it to myself. And so, what happened is I started sharing with some people, and they too were looking for solutions in their health. And a lot of them were desperate for change. So, we really have an amazing tool here at our fingertips. And if you haven't tried the products yet, of course, we welcome you to get on board with them, but they're plant-based products that target the root of what is going on in our bodies, and it works to heal it from the inside out. So, they're really helping people feel their best each day. The search for gut health on Google has gone up 82%. So people are really figuring out like this gut, it is something, it's not going away, and I've got to take care of it if I want to feel my best each day. It's pretty crazy. So we really do have something here with Plexus, so revolutionary, so foundational to overall health. It's long-term, it's preventative health, and it's literally changing lives, you guys, every single day. Everybody out there walking around has a gut, so we can all benefit from infants. My daughter had her baby on our bile cleanse because he could not go to the bathroom, and it helped him up to my kids take the kids product up to my grandpa's 87, and he loves the products. So, every age, every stage, men and women, the market really is wide open. Only a very small percent of the world has actually heard about Plexus. So we truly believe that Plexus will be a household name, just like Mary Kay. Are you guys familiar with Mary Kay? Everyone knows a rep. I actually used to be one. But, everybody knows about Mary Kay, and we really believe that that will be the same with Plexus. At some point, everybody will know about these amazing products. So really, it could be you share Plexus with somebody else, or somebody else will share with the people in your life. So I began to share Plexus with others, and my team of product users started to grow and grow. Each person who joins has their own unique referral link. And when I saw my friends and family, when they started joining and starting for their own health journey, I actually saw money starting to roll into my bank account, and I was so excited. I'm talking, first it was hundreds of dollars, $200, then $300, and then, oh my gosh, $500. And then I had a comma in my paycheck, and that was a game changer. But before long, hundreds was turning into thousands. And the more people I helped and my team helped, the more their paychecks and my paychecks would increase. It was simple, and yet the biggest blessing for us. So people were getting their lives back, but they were also getting their financial stability back. And they were starting to think about what would financial freedom or health freedom look like for us. So for me, you guys, I was able to shop for organic foods without guilt. I was able to go shopping for a cute full price dress at Kohl's. I think Kohl's was my favorite at that time. Without guilt, right? I was able to, pay off car issues because they pop up randomly and was cause so much stress for me, or unexpected bills. all of a sudden, like having extra there and not having to have anxiety about that was a game changer. We paid off our credit card debt. We started to save money right away for our future dream home, which we're still working on. This, market is not helping that. Side note, but anyways, we started saving for kids' activities and hobbies and their college funds, because we all know colleges and weddings are not cheap. So we stopped having to limit ourselves and how much we wanted to give to those in need, at our church, our friends who needed some extra love, or even strangers in desperate situations. It felt so good to be able to give them, a piece of what I was making to help them too. And it was the best feeling to be able to have that extra money flowing in every single month, and that we could use it as we saw that we needed it for. So that peace of mind for me was everything, having extra room in our budget. So fast forward to a year into my journey, and my hard work allowed me to resign from my teaching job. I was able to stay home with our kids and be a present mom, and yet also be able to do something of my own that I could be proud of and be recognized for, and be a part of a community that was a true gift. Positive, encouraging women who love to serve others, and they desire to grow as a person and are up for the challenge of doing hard things. And they're dreaming big dreams and have goals for their family and their future. And so I was able to move up in the company just by helping more people and by doing some consistent work each day, being willing to grow and help others and learning. And before I knew it, I was making a 6-figure income. I had then tripled what I was making as a teacher. We all know that, teachers and a lot of jobs out there have a cap. And with Plexus, there is no cap. And so, not only that, but now we started to enjoy a yearly trip to Hawaii or Mexico on the company's dime for my husband and myself. We flew first class this past year for the first time. Such a treat, right? It's not something I ever would have been able to afford in a prior life. But you also get to drive a Lexus or choose a lifestyle bonus, which is $450 a month. And so, the benefits in the compensation plan here are really unlike anything else I've seen out there. And just a little perspective here, but the people who have hit the top of the company, which is my sister and a whole bunch of leaders on our team, and that's where I'm headed, is they make more than a brain surgeon does. Crazy, right? The cool thing is no years and years of schooling required. So you can learn and earn at the same time. And like I said, the income cap here really is unlimited. So my question for you guys is, what would you do if you had an unlimited amount of cash flowing in each month? If you went to check your bank account and you had more and more money coming in, what would you do with that? When someone first asked me that question, I was like, I have no clue. I'm a teacher. I'm working till retirement. This is what my life looks like. So if you're over there thinking like, I don't know, take some time to think about it. But, how would your family use that extra income? What would you pay off? What would you purchase? Where would you visit? How would you create memories? It really is a reality. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I would be here in this place and earn something like this. I was a teacher. I had no network marketing experience besides that little bit of Mary Kay, but I had no idea what I was doing. I'm an introvert. I'm a busy mom of 3, juggling all the things in life. And I had so many reasons not to succeed here, but I decided I wasn't going to play small with my life. I have one life to live, and I was going to enjoy it. So I had big goals and dreams for my family, and taking that leap of faith, it was kind of scary, but it was worth it, and it has all paid off. So my story doesn't end there. As we wrap this up, my husband lost his job of 17 years about 3 years ago now in July, very sudden. And I brought him home from work for good. So he officially retired or resigned, I guess, at the age of 35. We aren't waiting for retirement over here. He hasn't had to apply for a single job because of the income amount that I am blessed to bring in for our family. But we're now both stay-at-home parents, and the amount of time we have together as a family is unlimited and absolutely priceless. And I think that is what it is for me. As I was looking through pictures and tearing up today, was all the memories we have been able to create more and more over the last 5 years that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So, so many days of waking up thinking, is this actually my life? Like, am I dreaming? And am I going to wake up from this? My husband, has been able to play a role in his kids' life and in their upbringing, in their education. He has not missed out on those weekend sporting events or evening activities. We really have found so much peace and joy and freedom in our daily living, and just feel so fortunate to be able to plan our days the way we want to and enjoy that slow down pace of life, while having fun adventures together and experiencing life together. So time freedom has definitely been one of my favorite rewards of working this opportunity, because, time really is worth all the money in the world. We don't get time back. Our kids don't stop growing. The years don't slow down, unfortunately. We can't go back in time. So capitalizing on that every day and hour has been so important to us. So some more questions for you guys. So what would you do if you had unlimited time? Maybe you would spend more time with your kids or go volunteer at their school. Maybe you would pay off your debt or even your mortgage. Maybe you could think about retiring early or leaving the job you don't love to pursue something else. Maybe you could give more to a charity or travel more or check things off your bucket list. Maybe it's just for you actually enjoying life instead of speeding through it. So, I'm all about those things, and it really is possible for you here and more. Network marketing is life-changing. It's changed our lives. It isn't going away. The internet isn't going away, right? Shopping online is here to stay. And what we have here with Plexus, it's actually genius. Everything is accessible here at your fingertips on your site. There's no inventory that you have to purchase or keep or store up, like my Mary Kay inventory that, I probably had lipstick for 5 or 10 years after that initial order. You don't have to handle money. You're provided with a free shipping department, customer service, phenomenal training and coaching. You have access to an incredible community and support from people who actually want you to be successful. You get to be your own boss and choose who you get to work with, which is a really nice perk. You can do your work from anywhere, Starbucks, your home, your favorite comfy chair, school pickup line, your car, wherever you travel, even Mexico. Yes, I have worked on the Mexico beaches before, and that was really fun. Choose your own hours. And this is residual income we're talking about, because we have a terrific consumable product that gets used on a monthly basis. That means that as people are putting their orders through on a monthly basis, guess what? You're getting paid on a monthly basis. There's a lot of different great products out there, and I love, the books and the leggings and the makeup and all that, but I could make a tube of lipstick last 2 years. And though, books would be a one-time order, and, leggings, I could definitely stretch that out. So it's a consumable monthly product, and we get paid 11 different ways here with Plexus. So lastly, what does it take finally to be successful at something like this? Well, anybody can do it. Anybody who's willing to learn a new skill set and willing to learn. Think the easiest college course out there. You just have to learn, how do I talk to people about Plexus? How do I help people get started on their own health journey? And how do I support them along the way? And then finally, helping other people help people in their life. You've got to be open to being coached and growing as a person, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That was huge for me. Really had to stretch myself, but I am so grateful that I did, because I'm a different person than who I was 5 years ago. And I credit it to all the personal growth here. So putting in some work each day. It doesn't need to be full-time. I have a lot of women on my team, lots of medical professionals, lots of teachers, lots of stay-at-home moms who put in 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And they're fitting it into the nooks and crannies, right? Because we're all busy, but we all get to choose what we do with our 24 hours. And really, like, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And lastly, you've got to have a hunger for change in your life. So whether it's you're saying, you know what, an extra $500 a month would change things for my family and take off the stress, awesome. You know, if you're saying, you know, $1,000, like that would be a pretty big game changer for us and allow us to serve others more, fantastic. But if you're like me and you want total financial freedom and you're seeking 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 plus grand a month, that's here for you too. So last question is, well, I got a few here. You know, how could that leave an impact or a legacy for your family, for your children, for your grandchildren, future generations? It absolutely can. So I know I shared a lot with you guys, but one thought I want to really leave you with to reflect on is if your life looked exactly the same as it is right now, in 5 years from now, would you be completely happy about it? Would you be satisfied with your life? Would you be at peace about your life? If not, it may very well be time for a change. And I truly believe that Plexus can be that gateway for you to achieve all of your dreams in this lifetime. And do not be afraid to dream, because there is so much more to this life. So if you're listening right now, I believe it's for a reason. I don't believe in coincidences. So friend, do not miss out on this opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you for joining me tonight.